Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. It's Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. This is the fourth video, I believe, in my Naxxramas continuous arena series. If you didn't catch the last video, it was a pretty good one. We drafted this priest deck after ending the paladin run, and the deck seems to be pretty good. Like the paladin deck, there's really no bad cards in it. There's some generic cards, but nothing actually bad except for probably Murloc Tidehunter. That's probably the worst card of the bunch. There's a decent amount of endgame, not as much as I would have liked. Just really 3 cards, plus a mind control if you count that. But, you know, the card quality is just kind of good all around. So, I guess the Ironforge Rifleman is a card that some people would take issue with. But anyway, it seems to be a pretty good deck, and honestly, the games were not that hard up to this point. I don't feel like I got especially lucky. I don't feel like my opponents got especially unlucky. I think I just beat people because I was better and had a better deck. And we'll see if that continues or not. After getting my daily quests done yesterday and today, I'm back over 9,000, and I'm hoping to get up to 10,000 at some point. I will need some good arena runs, of course, to make that happen, and some daily quests. But again, I don't really care about the gold. I don't know why I talk about that gold all the time. It really makes no point. So I have a joke for you guys. 2 guys were having an argument, and it started to get heated. One of them said to the other, "I'm gonna attack you with the neck of this guitar." And the other guy goes, "Oh yeah? Is that a fret?" I told that joke to my girlfriend, and she got so mad. She's like, "Of course, that's the dumbest joke. Here's a joke for you." And then she told me this joke. She said, 2 guys are having an argument, and it starts to get heated. One of them says to the other, "We should really get out of this microwave." Apparently that was a joke that she made up on the spot as an act of rebellion for the awful joke that I'd shared with her. In her defense, she had to hear that joke and the bacon joke in like the same stretch of like a few minutes, which is pretty difficult. That's very taxing on the human mind to have to hear 2 such jokes at once. If you missed the bacon joke, I'll tell it again. I told it in the last video, but it's just such a great joke. I love this. How do you stop bacon from curling in the pan? Take away their little brooms. Oh, God. Okay, so here we have a Razorfen Hunter. At least it used up the coin. Now, I could be conservative. I could just Shadow Word Pain this thing, kill the pig, clear the board. Or I could go for the Dark Cultist. In fact, I'm going to do the Dark Cultist. It's a little bit riskier, but God, I hate using Shadow Word Pain on a Razorfen Hunter, so we'll be greedy here and do that. Now, next turn kind of sucks. I got 2 of my 6-drops. Bad luck there. Getting 2 6-drops and no 4s to play up. No Spectral Knight, no Senjin, no nothing. So this is a bit of a bad start here, actually. Next turn, I mean, if she kills the Bloodset Raider, I can kill the Hunter with the Dark Cultist, play the Unstable Ghoul, and heal my Cultist. But, I mean, she's got 3 mana to work with, so there's a lot she could do that would trip me up. Okay, she has a secret for free with the Kirin Tor Mage. Blah. Soul Priest. Is that worth playing? I mean, she could get it copied. I'm going to play this. Maybe it's a Mirror Entity, if I'm lucky, and then that would be really good. It's not. Well, too bad. So I could kill this, and if this is Duplicate, as is trendy these days, that would be good for me. I'm actually going to... I'd rather have her duplicate a Razorfen Hunter than duplicate a Kirin Tor Mage. It's not a duplicate, though. So we're now possibly Ice Armor or Vaporize. I still haven't attacked her face, so that's a possibility we can't rule out. And it sucks, because there's 3 things I want to do for 6 mana. Play this and heal, or play one of these guys. For 5 mana, there's jack shit that I want to do. Once I get my Spectral Knight, which I had against the last mage, but not against this one. So I'd say I'm pretty far behind here. Okay, not pretty far behind, but I'm notably behind. I've got 6 cards to her 7. I'm about to draw my 7th. Her board's comparable to mine, and she has the play here. Alrighty. I might just play the Soul Priest and then kill the Cultist off. You know, just to get the bonus of the Cultist, if the Cultist even lives, of course. Oh my God, that's not good. She's probably going to buff it up some more. Arcane Missiles, wow. So let's see if all 3 of them will hit the Cultist. Oh my God, no. Whew. That would have been a bitch and a half. Holy fudge bottoms. I will play the Twilight Drake. Well, let's see, hang on. I could use Shadow Word Pain to kill the Adventurer. And then use the Cultist to kill that, but then I can't play anything else. That sucks so much. No, I can't stomach that. We're gonna play the Twilight Drake. Kill the Questing Adventurer before it becomes a problem. So I have a 4-8. I mean, that's good. The problem is Silence or Polymorph will deal with it, and she hasn't had a cause to use either Silence or Polymorph yet. I don't think Dark Cultist is worth using Silence on. So she probably has an answer to it, unfortunately. But the good news is we're up to 6 mana now, so as long as she spends all of her mana killing this, let's say she plays Polymorph, I'm in good shape. If she however plays like an Ironbeak Owl and pings this, that would be more annoying. Okay, so I don't have my Shadow Word Death, unfortunately. And there's also a good chance that this is a Vaporize, which would be really unfortunate for this Twilight Drake, but I don't have anything better to work the Vaporize out with. So what I'm going to do is hedge my bets. We're going to freeze the Ventrico Mercenary, kill the Kirin Tor Mage, and then pass the turn. So now I got a card up by killing that Kirin Tor Mage with my Drake, so now if I lose the Drake to Vaporize, it's much less sad. I also next turn could kill the Mercenary, actually, by playing Soul Priest, burn it, and then throw the Drake at it. Alright, so let's think about our options. I could play the Argent Commander. Remember, this could still be Ice Armor or Vaporize. If it's Ice Armor, I don't even care, but if it's Vaporize, that would be annoying. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just play it safe. I don't really see any reason to hurry here. So play that. We will burn the Ventrico Mercenary and throw the Drake at it, so I'm not falling behind by doing that. We'll kill the Loot Hoarder, give her her card. Now she's just getting up to Flame Strike territory, so the Soul Priest would survive. Unfortunately, I cannot heal this up above Flame Strike territory, because of course my healing does damage. But still, she's got a secret and 5 cards. I have 6 cards. Pretty good cards in the hand, like the Senjin and the Argent Commander. And this Soul Priest is strong as well, letting me burn minions for 2 damage. Got plenty of health. I'm not in danger of being burned out. Still kind of wish I knew what the secret was. I know it's not Mirror Entity or Duplicate. I haven't cast spells. It could be Counterspell, Spellbender, Ice Block, Ice Armor, or Vaporize. With Ice Armor and Vaporize, I think being the most likely, but you never know. With 8 mana, I can play Argent Commander and use the hero ability, letting me deal up to 6 damage, which will take down anything other than like a Boulder Fist Ogre or a War Golem. So as long as she doesn't play anything with 7 or more toughness, I feel pretty confident in my ability to take her stuff down. If she kills my things, I'll repopulate with a Senjin and a Raptor, which is also pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty good about things. Is this a Blizzard coming up? No, she's getting a card up. Well, that's fine. I think what she needed there was board presence, not cards. As long as this last 3 mana is not Blockbuster, we should be good. Okay, perfect. So how do we do this? How do we do this? The Rifleman, sadly, is not helpful. Alright, let's do this. I will burn this. Check for Vaporize with my Soul Priest. And if this thing dies right here, then I can heal up my Frost Elemental. It's actually Ice Barrier. Alright, so I cannot heal this, tragically. But what I can do is just play the Argent Commander. So now I have pretty significant card advantage. She has 5 cards to my 7. Flame Strike, because she doesn't have 9 mana, will only kill off 1 of my creatures, which would have died anyway, so really there's no point in Flame Striking at all. So her main source of catch-up mechanism, possibility, Flame Strike, is not an option here. She will, however, kill off the Frost Elemental, which is sad. Northshire Cleric and the Soul Priest are a bit of a non-bow, as they say. I will cash out the Shadow Word Painter. She hasn't given me anything good to use it on, so this seems like a pretty good time to bring that up. Burn that. Swing for 7 damage. And I think I'm just going to play Senjin. So now, you know, Flame Strike, she can then finish off 1 of my creatures, but the other 2 both live. And I'm still going to be doing fine on cards. Now, my cards are going to be pretty weak, so if she has another Flame Strike, back-to-back Flame Strikes would win her the game. Or a Blizzard and a Flame Strike would also win her the game, probably. No, she doesn't have Blizzard or Flame Strike. She just has an Azure Drake, which will die to my commander. Cannot complain about this. I can't complain about it one bit. One bibbity bit. Shadow Madness is actually good here, so I will steal the Loot Hoarder, which is a big source of card advantage because I get a card and she doesn't get a card. It's a 2-card swing essentially. Now I can actually burn the Unbeliever. And because I'm so far ahead on cards, I'm actually not even going to play any more creatures. I'm just going to keep on hitting her and force her to use that Flame Strike that she's saving, or seems to be saving, before I play anything else. I don't think she's got 2 Flame Strikes. I think if she had 2, she would have played one last turn. So if she's only got the 1, she'll have to use it here. One of my creatures will actually survive. She'll probably keep the Sen'jin alive, because the Soul Priest is just getting her further and further behind on cards. And then I can play everything else out. Yeah, so look, I kept my minions in my hand. It was definitely the right move. Arcane Missiles, are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! Oh, that's annoying. But I get super lucky, and all 3 hit my face. Oh, I'm going to say sorry. That is a big deal, because now I've got this damaged minion. You know, I could have actually gotten a card regardless, thanks to Ironforge Rifleman. I could have shot the Cleric and healed it for a card. But still, having a 3-1 live, and then turn into a 3-3... My opponent, you know, probably is not super happy about that. We've got actually a decent amount of burn potential. I have 2, 4, 5 damage of burn potential. If I can get 6 damage on her, I will win. And card-wise, I am, of course, doing fantastic. Now, another Flame Strike here would clear the board, but I'd still have more cards than she does and a pretty big life advantage. So, even another Flame Strike I could battle back from. Obviously, I'd prefer not to see it. She does have a second one. Man, I did not think she had 2. But she did. She did. And she has nothing else to do. Okay, well, I hope she doesn't have 3 Flame Strikes, but now I'm just going to lay everything out. I really don't think she'd have 3 Flame Strikes. So let's just go for the balls here. I mean, with Holy Nova hitting her, she's down to 3. Do I have any other burn potential in the deck? Not really. So if she actually did have a Flame Strike or a Blizzard here, I would be in a little bit of trouble because I wouldn't have an easy way of dealing the last 3 damage. I'd pretty much have to get both of my Holy Smites. That's it. I haven't drawn either of my Holy Smites, but I'm pretty sure I've used all of my charged creatures. Alright, she doesn't have it. She loses. She pings herself. Okay, so it was a pretty good game. Being a priest helped, and I think that even if one of the arcane missiles had hit the Sen'jin, I still would have won, because she only had that other Flame Strike, and then I could have just laid everything out, and I would have won. That was a good game. So we beat on, what was it, 2 Hunters and 2 Mages, and we're 4-0. Pretty good, considering those are, I think in most people's estimation, the 2 best arena classes. So I've played nothing but the 2 best classes, and I've been 4-0 without breaking too much of a sweat. Even beat 2 Flame Strikes. Now that mage had no fireballs or polymorphs, but, you know, no mage can have everything. Alright, here we have some variety. A Shaman, Marginal. That's a cool name. Marginal the Shaman. So we'll be playing a Knife Juggler on turn 2, and a Bluegill Warrior perchance on turn 3, unless of course something comes up, and we need to play the Bluegill Warrior to make a kill on turn 2. We'll see what he wants to do. He mulliganed his 2 middle cards. Perhaps he likes his outside cards. Perhaps he's going to have some early plays. Well, I got all my early plays here. I got early plays all day. Baby hay. Baby hay. Yeah, I think you got to do the Knife Juggler. I mean, sure, Shamans have a bajillion ways of killing these, but you know what? At least I'm forcing his hand. At the end of the day, it's a 2-mana minion, and if he uses up his entire turn killing it, I'm down like a clown with that. Alright, he plays the Raptor, which is fine. So now I will use the Bluegill Warrior. Hopefully the knife hits his face. It doesn't, so I waste the knife, but that's okay. We traded 1 for 1, and now again, he's probably going to have to use this whole turn killing that Knife Juggler, unless he plays... I can never remember that name. God damn it. Spirit Wolves? You know what I'm talking about, guys. The Spirit Wolf thing. Yeah. So I could play the Twilight Drake here, or I could play out these 2 and hope that both knives hit the Scarlet Crusader, or at least that one of them does. But no, we gotta do a Twilight Drake. We gotta do it well before it gets any worse. Can the Knife Juggler hit this thing? It does. Okay. So I am actually just going to kill this, because I don't want to take any chances of bad stuff happening. He actually ended up doing fine card-wise. He has 7 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. Because he's got the coin still, I believe. He has his own Knife Juggler. Okay, fair enough. And oh my god. Well, here is a time when Shadow Madness is just pony whipping balls insane. Because not only do I kill both of his minions with one card, but I draw a card and he doesn't draw a card. That's like a... I don't even know what that is. I think that's a 4-card swing. Well, no. I spent 1 card and I got 1 card. So I broke even and he lost 3 cards. So yes, it's a 3-card swing. Anyway, he catches back up because he kills my Twilight Drake. So here, I could play a couple of little things, or I could just play the 1 Spectral Knight. Let's actually go for the little things. Any of these would kill the Argent Commander. And it seems better to play all 3 of these than 1 of these. We'll see, of course, if he has a Lightning Storm here, but I'd rather play around everything but Lightning Storm than play around Lightning Storm. Alright, he's going to Lightning Bolt the Unstable Ghoul. So it dies, pops to pretty much no effect, unless he has an Elven Archer or something. He's got his own Spectral Knight, I see. I see. He should really kill one of my minions with that, Argent Commander. I'd be shocked if he doesn't. Wow. That's aggressive. I mean, he's down on health. He doesn't really want to race me here. I think that was a mistake. So this time we will play the Spectral Knight. I will kill him with my less damaging minion. Heal up the other minion and hit him in the face. And I might say, Papa Boris, why'd you heal this? It's going to die to the Spectral Knight anyway. Well, I don't need the health. I'm at 26, and you never know. It might matter. You might have like a Frost Shock or something dumb. And having this... I've been screwed enough times by like thinking I didn't need the health when it turns out that I did, that I am just going to go for it. Okay, so here I think I have to use Holy Nova. That was a pretty good turn. Oh, geez. This Healing Totem. Oh, God, did you really flip a fucking Healing Totem? Jesus Christ. Ah, it's so bad. Holy Nova just kills the totem, but neither of these 2 things. So yeah, we can't do Holy Nova. We're going to play the Soul Priest then. Burn the totem. Kill that. And bemoan the fact that I have 2 mana and 2 3-drops. This is actually going steadily downhill for me. Now I'm in trouble. He's ahead on cards, and he's got the play, and I'm not ahead on the board. So his plays... His creatures just beat mine, and that Healing Totem was what did it. If it had been any other totem, I would have just Holy Nova there, and it would have been fine. Oh, no, that's bad. So I am in a lot of trouble now, just tons of trouble. Northstrike Cleric is not helpful in this lightest. Let's, I guess, prepare for a Holy Nova later. Kill that thing like that. Play a couple of things. I'm not going to play the Northstrike Cleric. I'm going to save it for later. Hope I can actually use it to some effect. He seems interested in racing me, which is a good thing, because it's better than him killing my creatures. Oh, that Healing Totem. That Healing Totem. And of course the Dark Iron Dwarf on his Spectral Knight, trumping my Spectral Knight. That hurt too. Maybe I should have just played Spectral Knight instead of those 3 minions. Okay, he doesn't get a Healing Totem this time. He gets something that dies to Holy Nova, another thing that dies to Holy Nova. And that thing, oh no, that's not good. Oh no, that's bad. Cleverly, he uses the Dark Iron Dwarf to kill my Acolyte, preserving the Divine Shield, knowing that the Bernstein 1 and 2 is obviously going to be pretty small. Crap. So Holy Nova kills everything but this Frostwolf Warlord. Well, we're going to have to Thoughtsteal, hope to get a Hex. Ain't happening. Ain't happening at all. Alright. Well, let's do this then. We'll run that in, like that. Can't use this thing. Although I could do some shenanigans. I could play Stormforged Axe, kill the Sunwalker, use this guy to kill the Fairy Dragon, and then Holy Nova to... No, what am I talking about? Let's just Holy Nova. Bop! So no point I don't think in playing this Northstrike Cleric, so I'll play the Stormforged Axe. This way I am ready to kill totems as they come out. He's at, God, just enough of a high health total that with my deck and the very low burn potential it has, I really can't entertain any notions of burning him out. This is actually getting ugly because he's going to kill this Dark Cultist, and I don't have a good answer to anything that he's got. I'd pretty much have to have another Holy Nova, and I don't think I have any more. Oh, Jesus. Well, he played everything out, but unfortunately, what he has is just really, really good. I can't deal with this with my cards that I have, so I'm screwed. Argent Commander, huh? Argent Commander. Well, if I do North Strike Cleric, Injured Blade Master, heal it for a card, I cannot play the Argent Commander. How important is it to play the Argent Commander? I think the answer is very important. Jesus. I don't have 10 mana. I want to play Argent Commander in this engine, but I can't. Okay, you know what? We're not going to play Argent Commander. I'm going to draw cards. Drawing some cards and hoping for the best. Shadow over Death. Well, that is probably about as good as I could have hoped for. We will kill the Healing Totem here. Now, the North Strike Cleric will die to the Raging Worgen, who will get Wind Furied, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, really, that's about as good as I could have hoped for. Next turn, I can play the Argent Commander and Sen'jin. If these two cards are duds, I could actually still come back to this game and win it. Please don't be a taunt. It's a taunt. Well, I can kill it with my totem. So I've got that going for me, at least. He's going to clear me out. That's fine. Does he have anything to do with his other mana? That's the question. What does he have for 8 mana? Cobra? That's okay. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with that. Oh my gosh, I have a chance in hell. I mean, it's a small chance, but I have a chance in actual hell at winning this game. So we are going to play the commander. Kill that. And I'm actually going to kill this thing, because I don't take any damage. My shield is still here. And I need to stop him from getting all these cards. Now, the Cobra kills the Sen'jin. And then a Spider plus the Infiltrator kill my commander. And he's got 2 cards still. So yes, I'm very far behind still, but I've got a chance in hell. I mean, he could play something really big. I could top deck a Mind Control. It's still possible for me to win. Another taunt? Are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! Jesus Christ. Direwolf Alpha, not the most impressive thing. Let's him use a Spectral thing instead of this Infiltrator to kill it. Oh, he got a Stormforged Axe too. Shit. Balls. Well, he's pretty low on health. If only I had another Holy Nova, I could actually win, but I think I just have the 1 in my deck. Shadow Word Pain. Alright, well, we'll play Dark Iron Dwarf just for the body. Shadow Word Pain, the wolf. But moan the fact that there's this stupid Taunt Totem in the way, so I can't kill him easily. But in theory, he might not be able to bring this wolf down without hitting it with the axe. And if he hits it with the axe, goes down to 5. I mean, he's in pretty scary territory at that point. So it's a top deck war. He's got an advantage in this top deck war, but it's not an overwhelming one. I still have a Mind Control in here somewhere. So if he plays anything big and I get my Mind Control in time, I could just steal it from him and win. Mind Control in a top deck war is, when it hits something good, is just insane. Because you basically steal your opponent's last top deck and steal a creature from them and get a creature yourself. And it's a pretty good way to spend the turn when you're top decking. God, I wish I had 2 Holy Novas. So this Dark Iron Dwarf has to hit the Taunt Totem if it lives. And that sucks. He has a Harvest Golem, so he cannot kill the Dwarf at the moment, but he will be able to kill it next turn. He's choosing to play it safe. He's going to keep the Taunt Totem around for later and take the 4 damage. Now, that's a pretty fair move. I can't hold that against him. Thought Steal is a pretty good card here. Gives me up a card in the top deck war. And these are not bad cards in this situation. Let's shoot that spider. So he cannot kill the Sen'jin with what he has on the board. He's only got 4 damage here. This needs to be a good card or he's going to be in trouble. Do I have another Thought Steal? No, I used another Thought Steal earlier and I got junk. Or not junk, but not that great stuff. So, yes, I'm really hoping I get my Mind Control sometime before he drops something huge and wrecks my face. Something like a Holy Smite. I've got 2 of those in here. That could actually let me win on the spot if he doesn't heal or play a taunt. Oh boy, this is a close one. Very protracted game and a very tense one. It's really just going to come down to the top decks and what's in the deck. But I know I've got the things that I need. It's just a matter of whether he has the things he needs and whether he draws them and whether I draw mine. Whew. Scary, scary, scary. He had a Fire Elemental. Are you goddamn kidding me, Jesus? Shit! So now the Sen'jin dies. He actually hits it with the axe. Are you kidding me? No, that was the mistake. He should have used the golem to kill that. There's no reason for him to take that much damage. There was none. He could have just used the golem to kill the Sen'jin and then used this axe to kill the rifleman. The golem would have been cashed out, but that was totally worth it. Putting himself at 2 health versus a priest, knowing the priest has Holy Smite and Holy Nova, that was a terrible error. Well, is he going to get punished for it this game, or is he not? That's the question. So he heals up. Oh my god. Now, a Holy Smite still wins it for me because I can kill this Taunt Totem and swing for 5. Can I get a Holy Smite or a Mind Control? I actually got a... Oh, yes! We get to make the most epic Mind Control play of all time. Mind Control, Taunt Totem. Oh my god, that was quite a game. So did I make mistakes that game? I think I might have made some mistakes that I missed. Haven't played Arena in a while. This is like only my second Arena after not playing for a month. So I don't know. It's possible I missed some stuff, for sure. And actually, I got off to the same start as I did in the Paladin run. I started the Paladin run with 5-0. Then I ended up losing a game, and I ended up making it to 9 before bowing out. I think I lost a game at 8 or something, and then I crawled up to 9 and lost there, which is good. I'll happily take a 9-win run. Totally fine. So I'd be happy to do that twice in a row for sure. Another Hunter. Unimplied. Well, you know what? We've got some cool names here. We got... Marginal, Unimplied, very nice names, I applaud. I will keep the Holy Nova because I've only got the one, and I think it's worth it to make sure that I have it in case the board gets swarmed and I really need that protection. A Web Spinner, of course. Of bloody course. So I will just coin into a Panda. He'll get his card from the Web Spinner, but at least the Panda will live. Unless he has a Timberwolf or something. And buffs the Web Spinner, or a Direwolf Alpha would be even better, actually, than a Timberwolf. That would be annoying. I do really like Web Spinner a lot. I think it's a very cool card. Sometimes you get an Angry Chicken. One of my opponents in the last run, or actually, I think one of my opponents earlier in this run, got an Angry Chicken off of Web Spinner, which helped a lot, of course. Let's give him his Beast. So you can't get like Unleash the Hounds, and you can't like get like you know, the 1/1 Hound with charge. You know, it has to be something that you could get normally. And okay, so this is obviously a explosive trap. There's nothing I can do about it, so my stuff is just all gonna have to die. I wish that he had surprised me and it weren't explosive trap, but it was. So he's actually a little bit ahead here. The Web Spinner cycled, and he killed 2 cards with the explosive trap, so he is a card ahead now officially. Next turn I'll play a Twilight Drake, which is like a Chill Wind Yeti, but worse, because it, you know, gets silenced. And a Captain's Parrot? Are you kidding me? What the... Well, now I've seen everything. So let's go ahead and see if this is a Freezing Trap. Do I want to play the Twilight Drake here? I mean, I could shoot the Parrot, but why shoot the Parrot? There's no point in shooting the Parrot when I can just kill it. So let's attack the Parrot. Is it a Snake Trap? No, it's a Freezing Trap. So really no surprises here at all. And actually, I'm just going to play the Twilight Drake. Because now that the card went back into my hand, it's a 4/6, which makes a big difference. It's out of the range of kill command. Wow, so one of my opponents got an Angry Chicken, and another one got a Captain's Parrot. This is obviously a pretty terrible card in the arena. Actually, it's just, you know what? It's just a terrible. Why am I even qualifying that? This is just a terrible card. Period. You never want to play with Captain's Parrot. So I'm a priest. I'm okay with my health here. I could shoot the Parrot, kill the Blade Master, and heal the Drake. That actually just seems great. So, bibbidi bop, bibbidi bop, bibbidi bop. Multi-shot won't work. Explosive shot will. But I've made back my card advantage loss that I incurred earlier. And the next turn, I mean, barring anything else, I might just play this Blade Master for 5 mana. It's a little bit underwhelming to play a 4/3 for 5, but, you know, I got card advantage because he just ate a Freezing Trap, you know, before going back into my hand. Alright, so now I can kill this and play the Blade Master. I'd like to do something better than that. I can play the Knife Juggler, kill this Crocolisk, and heal my Drake. You know what? Let's just play the Blade Master. So we'll put the weakest creature in the middle, kill the Croc, swing for 2. So now if I got... Okay, if this stuff lived and I got a Northstrike Cleric, I'd play it in Holy Nova and draw 2 cards. Most likely some of the stuff is going to die. It's going to have a multi-shot or Unleash the Hounds or something. Unleash the Hounds would be amazingly good here. Ah, jeez. So he can actually kill 2 of my 3 creatures with 1 card. That's damn solid. Oh, he's actually going to choose to kill that guy and throw away all of his beasts. Interesting choice. Well, that's fair enough. I'm a little bit low, but still, given that I am a healing type, that's fine for me. I'm going to Thought Steal here. Maybe I can get an Arcane Shot or something. I cannot. But I can get... Wait, there's no... I don't want to play Knife Juggler. Let's just play the Dark Cultist. And the Undertaker. Oh, wait, Undertaker! I thought this was a Raging Worgen. Whoops! This is a Death Rattle card. I could have actually had this be a 2-3 instead of a 1-2. I just did not realize this was an Undertaker. I thought this was a Raging Worgen. It looked kind of similar when you didn't look at it closely. Well, that was a shame. That could cost me. Anyway, I'm not going to get burned out or anything here because I've got plenty of health. So, actually, the Stormwind Champion is a little bit of a tricky thing to deal with. Wow, how do I kill that? I can't. Am I really going to get hit for 6 next turn? Holy crap. I could run it in. He'll be at 3 health. This will make him a 1-5, which doesn't actually help. Oh, you know, if I got a Knife Fling onto the Stormwind Champion and if I'd played the Undertaker correctly, that would have been great. These guys do not have Death Rattles. Holy Nova and all this stuff would kill it, I guess. Or I could just let it hit me, which seems silly.
Put this apple on your head.
Who would have thought good old Stormwind Champion out of the blue would be so effective? But yeah, it's effective. Alright, he could potentially burn me out here. 4 cards, a Hunter could deal 12 damage. Especially since Unleash the Hounds, they would all be buffed. I probably should have just killed this. Damn it. If only Mind Control cost 8 mana, I could have stolen it. Oh, what a different world that would have been. So he heals up. That's good. Maybe he's not going to play Unleash the Hounds. Eagle Horn Bow. Maybe he's not going to play Unleash the Hounds. No Unleash the Hounds. Okay, great. He is going to hit me in the face instead of killing my Spectral Knight, and I'm 1 mana away from Mind Control, which is just heartbreaking beyond all comprehension. Shadow Word Death. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we luck out a little bit here. Let's Shadow Word Death that bitch. I need to start healing myself for surezies. Kill that. Kill that. He clearly does not have Unleash the Hounds, or we would have played it last turn. So we should be good. Now I have Mind Control. Now he's obviously not going to play anything big for me to steal. Stone Tusk Boar. Well, I'm not dead. Even with all this, I'm still alive. He's going after me, which makes sense. Makes sense for sure. He's going to hang on to the bow. I don't know, interesting choice. Interesting choice. All right, let's just not dick around here. I am going to Mind Control. Actually, hang on. I could Mind Control the pig. It'd be like a very expensive Shadow Madness, and then run into the Houndmaster. Swing for 4, 6, 7, 10 damage. He's pretty close to dead. But then what if he gets a really good top deck? Let's just use Shadow Word Pain instead. So we'll Shadow Word Pain the pig, pop the cultist, get a health bonus, Frost Elemental, stop him from attacking, heal myself, and then now, unless he gets King Crush, he can't kill me. I can Mind Control any taunt or anything he could play, and I'm threatening almost lethal. 5, 9, 11, 12. Actually, I only had 14 damage, not enough to kill him. He might have been able to sneak away with the win. Wait, no, King Crush wouldn't have won him because he was frozen. He would not have been able to attack with the bow. Yes, correct. Woo, all right, 6-0. Not bad. Not bad considering 5 of the 6 games were Hunters and Mages. Funnily enough, though, the only one that really gave me a start was the Shaman. That one was the one I thought I was going to lose. So the one game that wasn't the most popular class was the hardest one, which makes sense. You got to figure if a Shaman makes it that high, they've got to have a pretty good deck. Another Shaman, so just 3 different classes in 7 games. What are the odds of that? I don't know, but just Shamans, Hunters, and Mages today. Okay. As much as I would love to keep one of these 4 drops because they're so strong, I think that would be very greedy. Let's be safe. Let's just mulligan everything. And okay, this is much better now. We can play this on turn 2, etc., etc., etc. Not that thrilled about the Thought Steal. Don't really want to be playing it early on. I just hope my opponent has no turn 1 play, and he doesn't. Do I coin into the Raptor? I don't think so, because if I coin into it and he killed it, I'd have nothing to do on turn 2, which would be kind of embarrassing. Plays an Ooze. So I got a couple of options here. I could coin into the Dark Cultist, try to kill the Ooze that way, or I could do the Raptor and coin Holy Smite. Well, let's do the Raptor, coin Holy Smite, because I'm using a coin either way, so I might as well be safe about it. He did get me to use my coin, which is good for him, but I have the board advantage, which is good for me, so it's kind of an even game here. Haunted Creeper. Ah, that's annoying. I was hoping he would let me pop these spiders. I can use the rifleman trick again. But he's not having any of that. He uses one of his 1-mana kills to catch up. Okay, well, we're going to play the Dark Cultist. See if he's got an answer to that. Shaman's have a bit of a difficult time dealing 4 damage. Lightning Bolt and Rockbiter each fall 1 short. Of course, you could pop the spiders for that, though. I could play the Twilight Drake with Bitch, which would be a slightly worse Chill Wind Yeti next turn. Oh dear, this isn't good. Is he going to play Lightning Bolt? Okay, so put a little pause here. No time for Twilight Drakes. We need to kill this guy. I could play a Northshire Cleric, but I won't. I really want to get a card off of this. I want to just throw it out there to die. I've got card advantage over him now because of that play that I just made. So I might as well play conservatively and really try to maximize my cards instead of having to throw these out there riskily. Alright, he gets to pop the spiders and kill a minion of mine. He's going to obviously save the Dark Cultist for last. Does he have a Taunt Totem? That's what he's looking for. And he actually finds the goddamn Taunt Totem. So Holy Nova is tempting. Very tempting indeed. But I will not do it. I'm going to play the Cleric, heal the Cultist, get a card, kill the Totem. Man, that was so damned lucky that he got a Taunt Totem. Luckily, this is a pretty good card for me because this will kill off the Spectral Spiders. He'd have to get past it. He'd have to silence it, really. Otherwise, these spiders are dead. If he does not have a silence for this, these spiders are dead. This is the most annoying thing when you have 1 toughness minions on the field. Because it's like, and you can't do anything about it. It's like a 2-mana dumb thing, but you can't do anything about it. It's your 1 toughness stuff is going to die. So I got a card off the Northshire Cleric. He's got 7 cards to my 7, but obviously my cards already, at least from what I can see on the board, are a superior group of 7 to his, which is the hope for me to run away with this game and make it to 7-0. Cassandre. I don't know why I said that in an Italian accent. Seemed right at the time. He's got Fire Elemental. Ah, what's with people in the Fire Elementals? Good grief. Wonder why he did. That was a little bit of a mistake. This Fire Elemental just took a point of damage it did not need to take. Yeah, that Fire Elemental did not need to take that damage. That was a slip. Definitely a slip. Alright. So, got a couple of options. I could Holy Nova clear the board. Seems a bit lame, though. I could play the Twilight Drake. Let's play the Twilight Drake. So, now, I've got to figure he doesn't want to kill this Dark Cultist. I'm going to play the Knife Juggler. So my thinking is, he can kill the Knife Juggler here, but then the Fire Elemental will die to Holy Nova. And then my Dark Cultist lives, and maybe he'll throw something down that I can trade the Dark Cultist into to make my Twilight Drake get even bigger. But he definitely caught up with that Fire Elemental. Yeah, he caught up. Ugh. So now the Twilight Drake no longer kills it. However, Holy Nova kills them both, so I'm actually okay with that. I mean, yeah, I'm okay with everything that's happened here. This is all fine. Northshire Cleric, huh? Well, yeah, it's definitely worth it. So we're going to play Northshire Cleric. Holy Nova, which heals up my Cultist, draws me a card. I throw the Dark Cultist at, oh my god, throw it at the Yeti, hopefully buffing the Knife Juggler. Nope, it buffs the Northshire Cleric. Well, the Northshire Cleric having a 3 health buff is pretty good too. Makes it harder for the opponent to kill it, so it sticks around and does its thing more. Alright, that was not that impressive. A cool trick, by the way, is you have a Northshire Cleric. If the opponent's healing totem then sticks around, you can actually, you'll actually get a card from it. Sometimes people don't realize that. I'm going to Thought Steal just to see what I get. Ooh, Fire Elemental. Very nice. Can't play it. But I will Shadow Word Pain here. Kill this. And think I can get a card or play a minion. I think I'm actually going to just play a minion here. Play the most expensive one. Hit the healing totem once. Actually, I should have waited to see where the knife went before committing to that. But now, if he doesn't kill this Northshire Cleric, the healing totem will heal itself. And I'll get a card off of it. So yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen now. It's always very amusing. So it heals, and then my Northshire Cleric gives me a card. It's It's kind of like a makeshift Manatide totem. Alright, well, I've got a variety of ways of dealing with this Ravenhold Assassin. So, yeah, let's think. Do I want to play the Fire Elemental here? I don't really do, because the Ravenhold Assassin will just kill the Elemental. So what I'm going to do instead is just play the Summoner. Heal for... Oh, I should have healed this, gotten the card first. What was I thinking? Ah, silly me. We'll, wait, I'll kill that with the Acolyte. Hit the healing totem, do that little trick again. Hit him in the face, and I'm just going to pass now. So I can mind control the Ravenhold Assassin, or Fire Elemental and Holy Smite. So he decides to stop me from getting any more cards, which is a pretty altogether smart choice. Senjin, okay, fair enough. That'll stop me from attacking the Assassin as well. So I might just Shadow Word Death this thing. Okay, hold on a minute. Now that's different. That's a different story altogether. Now, it's awfully tempting to steal this. It's an 8/6 taunt. Yowza. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to steal an 8/6 taunt, I think. It's a pretty good card. So, wasted the Pint-Sized Summoner's potential, unfortunately. I could throw everything at the Senjin to kill it off. And in fact, I will do that. That will make it really hard for him to kill this without a Hex. Really hard indeed. So I've got an 8/6 taunt, massive card advantage, only got 2 cards. If one of them's Hex, I'm still winning this game. So, yeah, this looks good. Does not have a Hex, he has a Fire Elemental. Well, unless he has more help, this guy's not going to kill it. He needs another source of damage here to kill off my 8/3. Does he have it? Does he have an Elven Archer? Nope. Alright. So here's where being a priest is really nice, because I can actually heal this thing. And then either Shadow Word Death or Fire Elemental Holy Smite. I'm actually going to Fire Elemental Holy Smite because it puts an extra creature onto the table. Whereas if I had Shadow Word Death, I could not have put down this giant Fire Elemental. So I have an 8/3 and a 6/5. He seems not to have a Hex. A Flame Tongue would let him kill this, because the 1/1 would then get the job done. But if he had a Flame Tongue last turn, he would have played it, so he would have had to peel the Flame Tongue off the top. This man is in a lot of trouble. That was a very good mind control there. Gotta draft and keep the needs of your deck in mind as you draft. I mean, I knew I needed some more endgame. So normally mind control is not a card that I'm that big a fan of, but I knew I needed the endgame, so I took it, and that had a pretty big impact on this game. I mean, if I didn't have it, I would have played Shadow Word Death on the Ravenhold Assassin. And you can see I still have the Shadow Word Death, so I didn't actually, like, need it. But then, you know, if he played anything else big, I wouldn't have had the Shadow Word Death. And, of course, the mind control just wreaked all kinds of havoc with this thing. Okay, well, I don't blame him too much for thinking he's in a very desperate situation. I can deal 14 damage to him. I have a decent amount of burn potential. I can deal 2, 4. I've actually got lethal being threatened here. Of course, there's a 50-50 chance of flipping a taunt totem. Alright, he just passed his turn. That's actually 2 opponents today who just walked away from the game. And we'll just make it quick here. I could have also used the Bluegill Warrior, Soul Priest, and Burn, but this is fine. And Cassandre goes down. Okie doke. Well, that's just about 45 minutes. So we'll pause here, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon with the rest of this run. Take care, gang.